Alright, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen?
No, wait. Compose yourself, Edward. Mission accomplished. Temporal disruption achieved. The future is changed.
Alright, thank you for that, Richtofen. He wanted to say something for the intro as well, I guess. But as I was saying, welcome back. This is going to be the first of a 5-part series starting room challenge. Nothing special. I just wanted to play BO3 zombies to get ready for Cold War zombies and in the hype of Cold War zombies. So starting out with the giant, probably the most basic map in BO3. Probably one of the harder ones in my opinion. The gobblegum machine is locked behind the first door, so we actually don't even get gobblegum. I set it up until I came in the map and realized, oh, the gobblegum machine is behind a door. That's cool. So we have the RK5 and that Shiva. And just grenades. Hopefully get good power-up timing, stuff like that. But I also wanted to use this series as a way to talk about Cold War zombies, Cold War in general, the channel, the new consoles coming out, new games. So if you have any questions in the comments, or any questions, leave them in the comments, I should say. What you'd like to see, or what you want me to talk about, anything like that. Any talking points are always useful. Definitely new to this whole live commentary sort of deal. But, so I kind of want to start talking out with Cold War Zombies, as that's the main reason we're playing this. If you haven't seen the trailer already, definitely check it out. It's on Treyarch's Twitter, YouTube, Call of Duty's YouTube, and probably Twitter, I would assume. Pretty good, looks good. From what I can gather, to me, it has an art style of BO4. Almost. Maybe BO3 mixed in there. And then from when I played in the beta, it feels like BO1 movement system mixed with BO4 and BO3 mixed in there. So essentially BO3, BO4, and BO1 all put together in one game is what it kind of getting the vibes of. Well, I know BO1 probably wasn't the most liked game. Definitely a more nostalgic game. BO3, in my opinion, is my favorite Call of Duty made. I know I can't say much because I didn't really. The first COD I ever really played a lot was MW3. One of my family members gave me a PS3, and one of the games came with was MW3. I ended up playing that the most, and it wasn't even when MW3 was the game, I think, for that year. I think the game that cycle was BO2, so I missed out on BO2, unfortunately. I did play BO1 Zombies at friends' houses and stuff like that on the good old Xbox 360. So I do have a PS3 with BO1, BO2, so definitely played those maps. Really good. BO3 to me is just my favorite Call of Duty. In terms of overall, Zombies was amazing for that year. I thought multiplayer was a blast with the new mastery camo they added, all the challenges, animated calling cards for the first time, I believe. It felt good. It just felt like a good grind. That's when I started my channel, even though it's not a big deal. I mean, it's not like we blew up, but I thought it was an amazing game. Actually, it was featured on, shout out to I Am Marksman's channel. He used to do career ender videos and stuff like that, top 5 sort of deal, and I actually got featured for first place. I think if you go to his channel, you search, man, I don't even remember, it had to do with active camo or something, invisible turn on, I think, because the trick shot was me. It's on my channel. It's a 180 turn on active camo. If you Google that on my channel, or not Google that, you search that in my channel, you'll see it. But that was the clip that was featured. But you know, that just brings back good memories, and I think that's why BO3 is probably my favorite game. Mechanics were good too, in my opinion. So, funny story about MW3. First month, 2 months of me playing the game, I didn't realize there was a sprint feature. No joke. I was walking everywhere in multiplayer and Spec Ops. I was just doing this until, I think it was by accident, I must have pushed hard and I ended up sprinting and I was blown away. The whole time my mind just went, you dumbass, you could have been sprinting this whole time. It's a little funny story, but I couldn't believe it. But yeah, MW2 or MW3, excuse me, BO3 bring back good memories. So I'm hoping Cold War can provide new good memories, be a good game. The community likes it, I like it, all good stuff. When a game does good, channels do good, everyone has a good time, you know, all that. Maybe I'll blow up in Cold War, we'll see. It depends if I can get my hands on one of the new consoles, preferably a PS5. No hate on Xbox players or PC players, it's just, for me, the PS5 has the games I want to play and exclusives, which really sucks. I know no one likes exclusives. Like Demon Souls, I'm really looking forward to playing. Obviously Cold War has the exclusives. There's some other games that I probably can't think of. Like Spider-Man. Spider-Man looks good. I do have the new Avengers game, but that died really fast. Just wasn't enough to do. Spider-Man, Demon Souls, COD. So, no offense to Xbox players. And one diss to Xbox players. Not a huge fan of the controller. And you probably say, oh, well, you have small hands. Well, you're right, I don't have the biggest hands. And I also don't like how the joysticks are in parallel with each other. They're offset. I don't like that. I like them being horizontally parallel from each other. It just feels awkward for me when the sticks are like that. So, round 8. Not doing too bad. But yeah, going back to Cold War Zombies though, my biggest expectations was I hope it lives up to BO3, BO2 standards, you know. The maps are fun, they're cool, good. I want good new Easter eggs. I love doing Easter eggs. If you haven't already, I actually just recently redid DE, Zetsabo, and Grad Krovi Easter eggs, all solo. I did do them, unfortunately, with Gobblegums. So if you want to see like a no Gobblegum or even classic Gobblegum, let me know in the comments. So yeah, I really want to see good Easter eggs. Number one, I hope the new perk system they're talking about is good. Not sure how they're gonna do it. People keep saying like skill tree, but to me, I don't see how they could properly implement a skill tree like Borderlands does. It doesn't make the most amount of sense to me. I think it's gonna be almost like perma perks from BO2, and maybe some like minor things you can get upgraded. And I don't think it's gonna be. I'm curious to see if it's like in-game upgrade progression or like when you're in the menus you can choose what you're gonna upgrade in your perk. Because if it's outside the menus, that means it's gonna be more permanent, right? So I feel like it might get a little bit more stagnant because once you unlock it, you've already unlocked it. Or maybe it's gonna be like combination, like loadouts, you know, in Warzone, something like that. Speaking of loadouts, you're gonna be allowed to bring out a loadout, which will be interesting. Kind of takes away from the progression of starting with the pistol, moving up. But they also said they have weapon rarity, so I'm assuming that's gonna balance it out in the way that works. So like, obviously you're gonna, whatever the best gun in the game is, whenever that gets figured out, will probably be the gun that gets brought in, or an LMG or something. But like, I'm assuming it's just not gonna be good unless you upgrade it and stuff like that. So I'm assuming it's gonna be balanced out. Treyarch knows what they're doing. They usually make pretty balanced games compared to Infinity Ward, in my opinion. The animation, I wish I could take the animation and sound design team from Infinity Ward and put it with like the core gameplay studio or mechanics of Treyarch. That would make for a legendary game. Be like amazing, because MW, like, in my opinion, it doesn't play that well, but the sound design and all of that is amazing. It, like, compared to previous CODs, it's a step in a huge good direction. But like, if you look at Cold War's sound design, it's computer generated. It almost feels like it's not real. It doesn't have that bass. But if you could take those two teams from the separate studios, you would make an amazing game. And sort of off topic, but like back to zombies, another thing I'm looking forward to seeing is, besides perks, it's just, I want to see good maps, you know? That's why this game is so well known, because the maps in this game, I mean, not everyone likes Zetsubo, but, and some, like, Shadows kind of took time for everyone to like, but the maps in this game were fantastic. If you haven't played these maps in a while, go back and play them. You'll realize how good these maps are and how fun they really are. Like, as a zombies player, you should love BO3 with like a passion, because these maps are fantastic. Even Zetsubo, it's not like the best map, but I just did the Easter egg and I still like playing that map. So I'm hoping good maps, good Easter eggs, good systems. Obviously, I just want the whole thing to be good. The only thing I'm not 100% on is the score streaks. I don't know how that's gonna work. Because, like, obviously in multiplayer, even this year, they changed score streaks how they work in multiplayer. You pretty much guaranteed to get them even if you die. So, like, if you die, you can still earn them. It's just based off the amount of points you get in-game in the game. So, like, you can get a chopper gunner. Even if you die, you just have to reach X amount of points before the game ends. And I know there's like multipliers for staying alive and stuff, but still, that makes getting score streaks a whole new ballgame. Very different from prior CODs, so we'll see. I'm hoping it's good. And I definitely like the whole new perk looks. I think they look amazing, especially Deadshot. Like, oh. As a classic rock and like sort of heavy metal, like Five Finger Death Punch fan, that looks fantastic. Speed Cola's got that groovy Mystery Machine vibes, you know, from Scooby-Doo. So Jug and Quick look, they look similar, but they look clean. They look fresh. They don't look, they've got more of a polished look to them, you know. But the other perks look completely different in my opinion. Elemental Pop, that's the new, I believe that's the new perk with the changing ammo types. That'll be interesting to see how that works. People are saying it's gonna be like double pap, but I'm not 100% on that. Because we see like grenades dropping and whatnot from when you kill zombies right before that score streak. The attack chopper is called in. So I'm wondering if that has to do with anything, or like when you go into like ghost mode with, if you saw that in a trailer with the war machine. Wonder if it's gonna play a part in that. I don't know, there's a lot of things that we know and a lot of things we still don't know, which is cool. I like it. They definitely gave out a lot of info this year, which I appreciate. I think it's good for the community that Treyarch released a lot of info, because it's good for all the YouTubers like JC, Noah J, Mr. T, Lexify, all those guys, Mr. Raffle. It's good for everyone, even the fan base, because we get to see essentially a good preview of what the game is. All the things we wanted to see, of course, like Jug, Pack-a-Punch. But we also get to see the potential, like, new things that will be in the game, which I think is awesome. Or we at least get, we're not 100% told of everything that's gonna be in the game. You know, we still get to, like, guess and figure out things and come up with all these hypothetical videos, all these cool, fun videos, you know. And that's always good for any community, to come up with ideas, because people will get hyped about that stuff, you know. Like, I think the Smith Plays, he came out with, like, how the perk system's gonna work. Like, that was cool, like, given his take on what it will be. It just leaves the community with the option of being creative. I'm hoping it's good. Like, I hope that they take features from all games and not, you know, just say, oh, we're gonna completely restart. Like, BO3 was a mess in most people's eyes, but the way drops worked was it was a huge step in the right direction, with it basically pausing or delaying before you could pick up a thing, before it would spawn. So like, when you knife a zombie on round 1, you wouldn't be stuck grabbing a nuke on accident when you definitely didn't want a nuke as a speedrunner or someone in a situation where we might be dead here. Wants to get points, you know what I mean? So it's nice. Like, that was a good feature, and I'm hoping they learn and implement a lot of things from BO3, and maybe they take that only take the drop thing from BO4, but even just taking that makes the game better. So we'll see what they do. Excited. I also hope the maps are good, like I said. Just want the game to be good. But I'm interested to see what everyone thinks about it. Like, I saw all, like, the big multiplayer people, like, that predominantly play multiplayer, even getting excited about zombies because of, like, the way you could bring in a loadout. It's gonna change the way you can do videos, you know? And round 14 made a dumb mistake there, should have gone down the path, but it's gonna leave a lot of creativity to be accessed through zombies, which is really cool to see, and allowing the community to get bigger, better. Hopefully we get more funds so we don't have any, like, we have actual animated cutscenes. Hashtag please do track. But we'll see. Looking forward to it. Hopefully it's good this year. But yeah, this is just part 1 of the series. Starting room challenge / talk, you know, just want to talk about things. So that's it for this episode. I will see you in the next episode. We'll probably be doing either Shadows or DE next. And if you have any talking points or anything you want to have me give my perspective on, let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. See you in the next one.